Hi, everyone. Welcome to our market update. My name is Vinnie, this guy.
Erik Sandstrom, thanks for having me.
All right, Eric. Well, let's get into the nitty gritty. We started a little bit early. If you're in San Diego and you're watching us live, you probably know why. Padres baseball is going to start a little bit, but starting a little bit early. Eric, so let's talk to the nitty gritty. What's going on with rates right now?
We've got usually with programs in the mid sevens right now. Anything under that is usually having some discount points available. So we've got rates in the low to mid sixes that people are picking, but there's an extra cost associated to get that rate. And that's honestly almost most products nowadays. So usually we have an interest rate that doesn't have an extra cost. And nowadays we are seeing that most programs discount points are actually involved in order just to get the rate that's available today.
Hmm.
So yeah,
What
mid
kind of
sevens.
what kind of creative financing are you guys doing right now?
A few things. One, our ARM is really popular. I just priced that out today. It's on the 5.6. So it's fixed for 5 years is at 5.75.
Okay.
The 7.1, so fixed for 7 years, is at 5.875. And then the 10-year fixed is at 6%. So that's providing a little bit of payment flexibility. That, and then also what's popular is the 3-2-1 buy downs, which is where the sellers basically assist to help the buyer's payment go down. We could talk more about that if you want, but that's a little bit longer of a topic.
Yeah, I mean that's something I talked about before. So the 3-2-1 buy down. I mean, I thought it was the 2-1 buy down where you're buying it for the first year. It's 2 points lower, and then the second year it's 1, and then it goes into the fixed. But the
So
three
great
two one.
question. There's a 3-2-1, there's a 2-1, there's a 1-1, and then
Oh
there's a
wow.
1-0. Or so it goes all the way down. So it's great for sellers. For instance, if let's say the 3-2-1 buy down cost is too much, they
Yeah.
can look at the 2-1, and the 2-1 may be a little bit, will be a lot lower. So they're more apt to do that. Or if let's say if it's even a 1-0, they can still get that borrower's payment more affordable for at least the first year.
I mean, so if you guys are listening to that, I mean, so you have the adjustable right there. We were talking about for the 5 years you're secure. There, it's going to adjust, and so you really hope the interest rates are better at that time, or at least the value's there. I mean, because in those scenarios, you're still asking for 20 and 30% down, right?
Actually,
Adjustable.
20% down, yes. And to kind of combo that when it comes to refinancing later, if let's say values go down, my guess is they're going to come out with a program called HARP, what they had way back when, which will allow borrowers to refinance even if they don't have enough equity.
Oh, nice. Okay. Okay. So that gives you a little bit of security if that happens, kind of projections. But I mean, more, I think stronger security, especially if the seller has some flexibility in their situation, is really going to be that 3-2-1 buy down where you have it secured at the current interest rate. You get basically a drastically reduced interest rate for the first year, and the second year, a little goes up a little bit, and the following year goes up a little bit, and then it goes into your secured thing. Hopefully, in that window of time, you can refinance, or maybe you got a pay raise, something happened positive, but you're a little more secure. So there's, I mean, they're more secure, I think, with the second option right there. But I mean, the arm again, if the numbers work, and you talk to your lender, you feel comfortable with that scenario right there, then you can look at that direction. But I would probably lean towards, if it was me, probably to that 3-2-1 buy down or a 2-1 buy down or something like that. That's just me. 'Cause I'm more of a worry word,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. And the
And
important part is to understand all the options are available.
yeah,
Like you said, pick which one is best for, you and your family.
yeah, and something to think about, right now. I mean, been talking about it is the properties in San Diego County are roughly about 4,000 single family detached attached properties in San Diego County, right? Um, Now, the situation right here is that we probably got to get to close somewhere in the 8,000, 9,000 ballpark to probably really see a drastic change, I think, to pricing. I mean, we have seen a drop down in the median detached home pricing, right, from $1 million in like roughly July now to about $910, $915,000. So we have seen that kind of close to a 10% drop in median home pricing. Yet I really think that to see something even more drastic than that, we're going to probably have to get more inventory in the market to see that jump, and we need probably more than probably double or about double, I would think. I don't know. What are
And
your
that's
thoughts?
not, and that's hard to find right here, especially in San Diego. I mean, there's people are going to hang on to these 2% rates. They're not going to sell, houses in droves unless they need to. If they're moving out of state, whatever it may be. I mean, those people are sitting pretty. Even the ones that paid, let's say more than what the house is worth now, but still have that rate at 2%, 2.75. I mean, their payment's nice, right? So it's going to be hard to see any inventory here in San Diego, I think, regardless.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I think it might take a little while. We'll start seeing, hopefully, not hopefully, but I think we'll probably start seeing some sort of foreclosures kind of hit the market. But again, I don't think anything drastic compared to where we were before. I mean, we might see an uptick, but nothing to the 2006 kind of window of time that happened. I think lenders and servicers probably don't want to go through that debacle again where they flood the market. But yeah, I mean, so yes, I think rates are pretty high, and I mean, we've talked about before we got on the camera, but we think they might even go higher before they actually go lower. What's your gauge? And I know it's hard. Someone's gonna watch this in 3 months from now and go, "Oh my gosh, Erik said this, and this is what actually happened." I mean, what do you think rates are gonna top out at, or where do you think they're gonna get to?
We'll see. That's the easiest answer to that question. But the inflation report is coming out again next week. And if we still see inflation numbers going up, if we still see gas prices going up, we still see food prices going up, the feds have no other option but to continue to increase rates, which is going to trickle down to our market, of course. And I would expect or think that we'll potentially. I mean, I said 8%. 3-4 months ago with you at the end of this year. I'm going to readjust that number to 9%.
Oh wow. So I mean, no one has a crystal ball. I mean, you're gonna watch basically our channel compared to someone else's channel, and they're gonna say we'll say two different things. Yet all we can say is what you know today. I mean, interest rates are higher, values have gone down a tad bit. People have more a little flexibility with their pricing. So if there is a comfortability relative to what you're paying for rent right now, what you can do to purchase, you might want to look at that. And you're not going to know that until you actually talk to a trusted resource like myself or Erik. Reach out to us, give us a ring if you have any sort of questions. Thank you guys for watching. If you have
Go
any questions,
Padres.
go Padres. Exactly. Have a great one, guys. Bye.